Welcome back to part 5 of the Telecaster build. We finally got it done.
Stick around to the end to see how we finished her off.
Alright, I've warmed this can up quite a bit. It's a little bit cold today, and let's see how it goes.
We knew we had some uneven surfaces still to fill, since we sanded the body only up to 220 grit. After each coat on the body, we sanded with a 500 grit sanding pad, moving up higher to 1200 for the final coats. By the time we were done spraying, the body got 18 coats, with us sanding between each dried layer. A serial number, an E.R.P logo, was applied using gold lettering after routing the headstock shape out. We began spraying the neck, sanding with an 800 grit sanding pad in between coats. We gave the maple neck a total of 5 coats. The body and neck was set aside for an entire month, letting the clear coat fully harden up before attempting polishing and buffing.
I'm going to take some finishing wax, and I'm basically going to cover up little holes, because I don't want water getting in there and making the wood swell and possibly cracking. So just kind of an extra cautionary step. Just work it in.
We started with an 800 grit wet sanding pad and slowly worked our way up to 2500. No need to press down while wet sanding. The water provides the adhesion.
You can kind of feel when you got the right amount of water underneath it. You'll feel it pulling it down as you sand.
As our first assembly step of the Telecaster, we pounded in the 0-point bridge mounts. These go in the same as any Floyd Rose mounts, but designed to sit flush with the body. The provided copper shielding was easy to cut to shape and line the control cavity. Using our new G-Nor orbital polisher and a buffing pad, we started polishing first with a medium grit compound.
Just to kind of This thing looks like it would be like the wrong tool to use because it's too heavy, but it actually works. It has a lot of finesse to it.
Nice.
A lot shinier. You can see as I wipe it off, it gets there. So, you ready to get messy?
Let's do it.
So there's two ways, more than one way of doing this, but I like to put a little bit on, so I don't make sure it's dry. Well, you don't want it to be dry, or else it'll burn. Again, gotta watch what I say. Forgot who was here.
Get a little friction burn, huh?
Right. Okay. So go ahead. Have that.
How's this supposed to work? Oh.
There you go. And that's on low for now, and that's because you can reach back there. Bring the speed up. Not a lot of pressure, and just keep it moving. That way you don't spend too much time in one spot. Oh, I got a text saying you're here.
Did the doorbell tell you when I'm here too?
The dog, you mean?
Oh, okay.
No, actually my ring doorbell, it's told me it was dead or about to die, and you go plug it in. It sends you text and emails.
Nice.
Tell you it's dying.
Help me, I'm dying.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Do you feel it dragging any different? Not yet. No, it's still pretty wet.
Yeah.
I'd say we probably almost got too much on there. I did that, but let's shut her off. Wipe it down. Gently though. You don't want to push or scratch or anything like that. And this is just basically like a cotton wheel type of thing. Final buffing.
We buffed out the neck using a drill-attached buffing cone and our higher grit compound. The same procedure was then used to buff out the edges of Deb's Telecaster, starting with a medium grit buffing compound and then finishing with a higher grit. Next up, we install the electrics.
It might be kind of tight because of just finish getting in there. And if it is, I got, well, take a drill bit and just kind of bore it out if we have to, but I think it's going. So kind of like a tire, when you would do lug nuts, don't tighten it all the way down on one side. Work your way around, but you still got a minute to go there. Is that the right size? Looks like the right size screwdriver. Okay. These are not the highest quality hardware. They're not hardened screws, so they're kind of easy to strip. So I'm expecting the screw to get stripped. There you go. And since the holes aren't exactly perfect, it go ahead. I was just testing something there. Yeah, be sure to like and subscribe.
you want to see me screw some more wood, like and subscribe.
Grab some water. Through. Let's flip that over. You can kind of cheat and hold it. See how I'm holding it in place?
Yeah.
Right there, and I've already got it lined up for you. Just drop in one of those screws in the front or the back or whichever it's easier to get your hands to. You got it. You'll feed the other one. Adjust the camera here. These, I had a little trouble with some of these before. They want to go a little bit crooked. What we may need to do, loosen this one up a tiny bit to give that one some wiggle room, and then try it. First control knob. I'll let you put it on. I'm using business cards right now because it's under tension, so it's not pressed against the finish the whole time. Okay, that one's in. Let's stick to that. Let's feed these through. Generally, I kind of like, I guess, the tone pot, which is the one with the capacitor. I put it down there in the volume closer. So we'll feed these through. I'm not sure which way they should orient. We're going to do them both the same. And plenty of room. This is the wiring harness is a little bit weird. There. Oh yeah, that is the output jack. So we gotta connect that. I like the no solder stuff. Not that I mind soldering, it's just not a pain in the butt. Mm-hmm. Okay, so there are 2 nuts and 2 washers.
Yep. Like grabbing nuts. Washer and then nut.
Grab them firmly so you don't drop them. Yeah, washer the nut. And just finger tight for now. Three hands helps. Okay, so finger tight. What we're going to do is we're going to make sure the pots are oriented the same direction. Exactly, and the reason is that way it's the same when you turn the knob both ways. They're both about turning shit. Okay. Tighten that one up a little more. Finger tight, and then that's just a 10 millimeter. I'm just snugging it. Finger tight and snug. You don't really need to do any more than that. Just make sure it didn't flip. Nope, we're good. All right. Now, we talked about this last humbucker here. I put the other one in while you were away for a moment. Mm-hmm. So the kit said frameless humbuckers, or frameless pickups, right?
Right.
And I thought, cool, I like that open look. That's kind of a neat thing when it's done right. Not thinking about how it was going to be mounted. No instructions online for this thing. They sent me 4 of these screws that look just like this. So I figured it out. What they wanted me to do is basically drill a hole out. So I based, what about a 1/8 of an inch of a, what is that? something 30 seconds, just a little bit bigger than 1/8 of an inch. Drilled it out. You wouldn't believe how incredibly hard this metal is. You had to use a titanium bit. And we basically screw it straight down, right in. They gave me springs.
Yeah.
When I put the springs in there, they felt like it was too high. And really, this is about the right height anyway.
Okay.
And because these have spring tabs on them, they have a little bit of up and down give anyway.
Okay.
So I think we're fine. So feed this bad boy in through that little hole, and we're going to keep, that wire to the top. Because when I put the yellow one in there, the neck pickup, I made sure that the wire was at the top. And what I'm doing is I'm making sure the humbuckers are in phase together. Probably doesn't make that big of a difference, but just kind of being a nerd about it. Got a little more of that goop on the edge here. We're going to wipe off. A little polishing. Is it making it through there?
It's a tight fit.
Team effort here.
There we go.
All right. All right. So let's be careful with this yellow wire and make sure we're not going to bind it, and try to keep it a little bit back, just away from all that mess. I really hope these humbuckers work. We're going to test the electronics here as soon as we get a string on it. We're going to see if it makes noise. You actually use this one. This is actually a better screwdriver for it. And make sure they go in straight and really press. Those are not the hardest of screws, so they have a tendency to want to strip really easy. You'll feel it pretty much start to bottom out. Or we can lift up too, just to see how far we got to go if you can't see it. I don't tighten them this way. I just get them in the ballpark. Save some wristing.
Okay.
This is the stage also where you can slip a tool and completely scratch your finish. It just totally mess things up.
So you're saying letting your tool slip can be dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Also clean your tools after use.
Yes, that's very important.
It's just that you get your thumb on it. It's really easy. Left, backwards and forwards. Let me check with my Hulk smash strength here. What I have found when the first time you put neck screws in and tighten it, about a day or two later I come back and give them about another whoop because the wood has done its thing. Okay, let's get all this mess connected. It's really easy, like to like on as far as colors. No brainer there. Let me change batteries.
We are connected.
I got a little bit of a hook in there more than I needed, but this is just the first string. Okay, so this is where we're going to find out electronics work.
All
Because
right.
we don't want to go past this point if we got to go digging and picking. I actually hope this little shitty, excuse me, this little inexpensive amp works correctly.
It's so cute and tiny.
So that should be just a back pickup. This is going to sound growly no matter what.
Yeah.
This should be both. That should be front. We know it's going to be this one. And you just make sure the hole is pointing up or down. If not, and just feed that through.
Put the string in the hole. Thingy. Oops.
I can't tell you how many times I've strung a guitar and I have still looked at it and put the wrong peg. Ah. Okay, so make sure it's go off the side. You want to bring it back to about here, and then, like I said, do that kink, just like that, and then wrap it under and around.
Under the string?
Under the string. There you go. That actually will work. Should work. Now, I'll hold this for you. Actually, I'll tell you what. Hang on to the whole thing and put a neck rest, because neck rest with your friend. There you go. Now you got something working.
Am I turning it this way or this way?
You'll find out when you start turning it. You want it to go to the inside, so you want it to go this way. Oh yeah, there you go. You want to keep it kind of taut. There you go. And then keep your fingers sort of writing, and so it makes a nice spiral all the way down. Nice and tight. All right, let's throw some effects on. Not bad, give it a whirl. It actually sounds pretty good, I'm impressed.
It's crazy that this came in a box.
I know.